Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Congratulations to our community members for some awesome profits on our short position with ICP. Little 20% profit there on a 5x leverage trade in 24 hours. Again, fairly straightforward and simple. 792 was our entry, just hit our target of 760. So the question is, how much further down is it going to go? Well, we're here to answer that question, and to give it to you bluntly, it doesn't look good. We could very well see further continuation. And all I gotta say really quick here is to those who thumbs down my video yesterday, while I don't mind or don't care, normally there's always a troll or two every once in a while, there was a lot of people that didn't like the simple fact that I was telling you that ICP was gonna sell off. They took it personal, and they probably don't belong in the crypto space / trading world. Just throwing it out there, being straightforward with you. If you're feeling emotional and kind of feel like you're a little bit butthurt, I got news for you folks. That's going to destroy your account and you're going to have some significant trouble. Again, most of my analysis is based on these little small percent movements. The whole macro thing, going to the moon with ICP, I could care less about that. While I add to my spot bag, and I do have a very small bag of ICP, I don't necessarily use foolhardy thoughts and get really mad when somebody says that my favorite coin is going down. I don't really care, but once more, it depends on where you're at and where you're, what's going on there. But I want to say thank you either way to anyone who has just been super supportive. ICP is a great community. There's a couple of, I guess, I don't know, I don't want to say idiots, but they're like emotional idiots, and they're people that I think they lead with their heart, which is actually very, very respectful. But you probably shouldn't be trading if that is the consideration. Regardless of how great a project is, market makers are going to move the price no matter what you feel about that. Okay, so this is a good opportunity for you to be able to dollar cost average and essentially average your position down, right? So maybe you should look at it positively. If we take a look though at liquidation again, on the left hand side we got last 7 days, we can see 750 as low as 725 is that next area of concentration for liquidation. So as per usual, one of the reasons why we shorted, every single time frame was bearishly diverging yesterday, and I got a lot of people that messaged me direct on Twitter being like, why do you have a bear flag on the charts? Well, truth is the bear flag means very little because everything else is contributing, but that was just icing on the cake. I'll explain here in a minute, but the reason why we took the trade, honestly, is all the bearish divergences and the liquidation that was so close to the price action. Market makers are going to move the price action in the direction of liquidation because they love to destroy late longs, late shorts, even early longs and early shorts depending on the direction. So if we look here at the macro, there is a tremendous amount of liquidation as low as 720. So me personally, Bitcoin loses 67K. We're going to see a run to that lower level. It's just kind of, it's almost an extremely high probability. A lot of that is based on the fact that ICP is very poorly paired with Bitcoin. And you got to recognize, and I'll try to show this on the charts too for you so you understand, when you see coins that move concurrent with Bitcoin, and some of them are like 2 or 3x of Bitcoin, ICP is generally 2 to 3x to the downside when Bitcoin slows down, and then Bitcoin goes sideways, it'll 2 or 3x to the upside. It's still a good coin to trade to the upside, don't get me wrong, but right now it's obvious that the pairing is not working very well, and every time Bitcoin sneezes, ICP drops like a rock. So just really simple stuff there. Anyways, the delta keeps going up and down. This is actually a good sign, basically implying that there is no definitive direction. Open interest, while kind of ugly here, is about $8. And that's really just kind of letting us know that most people are underwater right now. And they're probably the ones that were trying to thumbs down the video yesterday too. Again, it wasn't super crazy. If we come in here, we look here, I think only got 4 thumbs down, but that's astronomically higher than what we normally see for any other coin, okay? And again, same thing happened with Bitcoin too, so it just depends on how you look at it. People didn't like the fact that there was a Bitcoin crossroads yesterday, and then I told people not to trade. The crypto space is very, very fun and interesting to me. I actually honestly laugh at these things because they're humorous to me, how fickle some people can be, but it's also true in the sense that, people get emotionally invested in stuff. Your money, I get it when you're upside down on a bunch of trades, especially with ICP. You think it's going to go to the moon because everyone online is telling you it's going to do that, and it doesn't. Doesn't that suck? I don't know. I get tired of that personally. I don't watch any other influencers ever because I don't want my TA to be diminished at all. So I really don't know what's going on in the crypto space. I only hear about it in my community, and it doesn't sound like it's a very fun environment. Okay, so let's take a look here. Daily time frame. Recognize this here. Moving averages, we're below every single moving average. That's a bearish divergence. And again, I want to preface here first too, folks. I'm not going to try to sit here and convince you that you should take a short or a long position. I'm simply going to be convincing myself that we shouldn't be taking a trade, and if everything is pointing in the same direction, that's usually when I do take one. So 95% of my analysis is basically saying don't take a trade. So if you don't like that, maybe you're in the wrong place. Having said that, we're underneath 50 on the RSI. That obvious rejection tells us we're under a key level resistance, which yesterday was $7.95, $8. Now today, obviously that's key level resistance still, but that's a thing of the past, right? That 0.618 fib level, about $8 even. All that being said, we look here too, stochastic and MACD are both diverging. We're in a situation right now where further downside would make sense. The money flow index is still below the RSI. That's generally unfavorable. I talk about this a lot in my videos. When you have that, what that basically tells us is there's more money flowing away from the coin when people still think it's a good value. Those people are the ones to get destroyed because they keep trying to buy in when the price is running. Okay, you don't do that. 4-hour time frame, let's quickly understand what's going on here. Simple moving averages, everything is below the price action. Sorry, let me rephrase that. All the moving averages are above the price action, the price is below, and in turn, that's a bearish divergence. Okay, so if people, to whomever was asking yesterday, what's a bearish divergence? Generally speaking, it's a sign telling us that things are pointing down. We can look here as well. Money flow index is fairly low. Keep in mind this could be a potential pivot. We do see here the last time the money flow index came really low was right here, and the price action inevitably recovered. Okay, so we could very well see a scenario like this where we make a run back towards $8, because again, the MFI gets too low. It really just tells us that we've been selling for like last 2 or 3 days straight, and there's very little people buying right now, which makes sense, right? We kind of already identified that, but the whole point of me saying this is that we may see a slight relief rally here soon. So try not to get that twisted. If we do see a relief rally, I'm willing to speculate this $7.90 to $8, roughly where we got into our entry on our short position, is going to be a new resistance. Okay, so I'm going to update our playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you can see what my thoughts are on this here now. Don't take what we see right now as like the official. But yes, obviously this is how bear flags work. Just so you know, they work their way into a descending channel essentially where it's establishing higher highs and higher lows, but the key takeaway is that it derived from the upside, and there's every other scenario is telling us the price is going to go down. When the price is going up and all the oscillators and indicators are saying the price is supposed to go down, that's a cause for concern. That's a situation where you don't buy long. Hourly time frame. Ichimoku Cloud, what's going on here? Big surprise, significant divergence. We're seeing this in a lot of other coins. Solana's running hard. We got an open short position with Solana and AVAX, by the way. Both these coins are losing their bottoms. And the whole point of me doing that is because, again, Bitcoin is struggling in this range. Bitcoin dominance is pretty much at an all-time high for the last 2 or 3 years. We haven't seen this kind of number since 2021, if I recall correctly. And that is astronomically terrible for altcoins. Not to say that couldn't still pull back, but the truth is taking along on altcoins today is a very it's an abysmal idea. Do not do it. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm sure once you watch this video a few hours later, you're gonna be like, oh, he's wrong, the price went up. True, it happens all the time. But the price has to go up in order for it to go down again, right? We got to get these late shorts to get destroyed again. And that's what's going to happen if the price recovers. Late longs, rather, that's what I meant to say. Late longs are going to get hammered because they're going to push the price action up here and then they get rejected off this descending trend, okay? So I'll clean this up and let us know here where we're at, but there's literally nothing here telling us do you want to take a long position. And that happened yesterday. That's why we took the short. You combine that with all this liquidation here, folks, and this is a recipe for disaster, okay? All right, I said my piece. And to you and everyone else, I deeply want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being an awesome part of my life. The ICP community, 99% of you are awesome, okay? I really appreciate you. That small 1% of the population that just seems to like to just be kind of, I don't know, emotional idiots, that's probably the best, nicest way I can put it. I hope that you can find your way eventually. Someday you'll come back and you'll be like, oh man, I really wish I'd listened to that guy. But the truth is, we're not right all the time. I definitely am not. But at this point, Bitcoin's faking a lot of people out. There's a lot of reasons why altcoins are pulling back. Bitcoin dominance being so high is stinking ridiculous. Make sure you check out my Discord too. Honestly, I have a section here for education. It's a pinned message under education, and it really helps you kind of understand what the state of the market is. Right now, we're in a situation right now where dominance is up and price is up for Bitcoin, and that implies alts are coming down. If Bitcoin starts to come down, which we're seeing that little taste of right now, we're going to see a dump from altcoins, and it's going to happen, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. So try to be careful listening to Moon Boys right now telling you that you should take a long position, because those people are absolutely foolhardy, and they probably don't know a single thing about trading. They're likely getting paid by sponsors who are just trying to tell you what you want to hear. All right. Thanks again for your time. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.